which is interesting because Firebot is, I believe, Lithuanian. Buckster is Latvian, and then Neutrino's Russian. On the other side, we have two Germans in Absol and Luminous, but Chris are from the Czech Republic, so they will be coming on English. And actually, let's take a listen early on here with 3K. Chris,
On that.
some damage.
Go Mega.
I'm holding books. One has to
Holding
hold.
ice. One is at Raya.
Nades.
One at Plasma. Needs a ray gun.
Go red.
Incoming Vindicator.
Oh, even in English, the German efficiency coming through.
They're all big.
Yeah. One stairs.
I got power up is still on power up.
Egg hunt.
Got it. Life was at red. Nice. Nice. Good job.
Okay. Scrappy round there, Jake. Do you have anything to say about it? Because I barely followed.
I had half a mind to get in the Discord channel and com forum a little bit. The second half of that listening, but I mean it worked. If we can give them that. I've did a bit of market research on these two teams, just a tad, and it seems like the two sort of choices for life leads. You get usually it seems to be Kryza on 3K and Neutrino on the Nibufi's team. So I'm kind of hoping to see. Well, I'm intrigued to see whether that carries forward into the into this event. I mean, Kryza literally just grabbed the red there, but unfortunately he was just kind of on his own and got rushed down there by a player with Shaft.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. It doesn't feel like either team is sticking together all that much, quite spread out. And this is a style that we've seen, you know, it's quite ambitious. You're saying I want all of the map, not just 60% of it or 70% of it, which teams often play for. And so far, so good for 3K. I mean, what can we say? Neutrino's dead once again, 2-0. We didn't even see the Vanguard.
Not at all, wasn't needed. I mean, the names on 3K, right? You just think TDM when you think of these guys, right? And Extinction being a kind of TDM-esque mode. You know, they didn't. The fact that Kryza was just trying to get red on his own, they had so many lives to play with there, so you can't blame them for just taking a slight gamble. They did actually take the item, he just happened to die after it, so they denied it from the opponent at least. And yeah, I mean, we haven't had to see much life leading so far. These rounds have been over so quick, and yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens now.
Well, it's a little bit of a change of pace this round. All 3 lives for all 3 members of Nibufi on deck. And Chris takes a spill alongside Absol. Pincers coming out from Nibufi.
Yeah,
Ooh,
great shot.
Neutrino's on a bit of a run.
Yeah, he's like I say, he tends to life lead for this team, and I wonder if it's maybe because he seems quite aware positionally where he needs to be. You see on the listening with 3K, Abzo always calls the next play. He's always saying, let's take red, let's take mega, and I wonder if, unfortunately, obviously with the Russian, we can't quite tell, but it wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe Neutrino making a lot of these calls.
All right, I'm going to make the executive decision, though. We are, at least once today, going to do the gag. Let's listen to Nibufi. Jahar.
С миги играет, прямо.
Люминус на миге.
Сейв забрал.
Креза здесь. Креза на шафт пошел последний.
Ага, иду.
Давай.
Gonna get a feel for their energy.
Наташка меня
Not
убили.
entirely
Десятка нет.
А он на бочке стоит.
Понял, принял, иду. Убиваю. Мало вылечили, мало, не рейл. Сейви сейчас 48.
Я забирал.
Не могу помочь. Хорош.
Крез
Got a
дохуя.
rush.
15.
That's all we wanted. Give me a
Минус 100.
divine.
Я ушел эти.
Все не один, окей.
Мигу. Блять, нет, миги еще.
Yes!
Сейви сейчас, да, он на шапте.
Рейлен.
We're getting
Shots.
Russian word bingo, boys.
Сейви сейчас. Хорош.
There we go. All right, that's enough of that.
Wow,
It was good while it
power
lasted.
of the listening gave him the round win, I think.
They walked it.
Yeah, the only thing missing there was a rush B. It reminded me of
yeah,
Counter-Strike days. That.
We got a Bliet, we got a Hirosh. Did we get a Devi? I don't think we did. But hey, it's always the future. Oh! Buckster with a grenade.
Yeah, I mean, much better overall from nibufi, obviously. I mean, like we say, I think a lot of this does come down to, in this round 4, it's going to come down to this Vindicator, right? So, nibufi have done a really good job of just keeping the red side of the map kind of zoned, zoning 3k away. And this is quite common. You see him push through the ice spawn to try and contest Mega, or at least do a bit of damage, which he did a tiny bit of exit damage there on Mega. So, it's all about this. The choice now, do we get the second red and then power up and try and greed both, or do we just set up early for power up?
At the moment, neither team really making itself super known in the power-up room. We are going to see the last red and Mega taken. Now, there is the spawn of the Vindicator. Nobody's there, and Bucks doesn't feel confident enough to go in. It's going to be Luminous that collects it. Not a huge stack to work with here, though. This is... yeah, this is still on the fence, honestly. As you can see, the blaster deterring him from one angle, the pincer there on the other. Firebot will collect that power-up. Looks to secure the red with it.
Mega health has been up for an alarming amount of time. That was up before the red was even up, so that's been sat there still. I wonder which team's going to kind of catch on to that. So it looks like it has just been collected by Buckster.
Yeah, Buckster was on it. Who is the sole remaining lifer for nibufi up against 2. They really are.
Yeah, Buckster obviously a very deadly player in combat. Kryzer is literally a sneeze away from dying.
Let's watch as he needs to beat Neutrino and he doesn't. 2-2.
Yeah, great catch from Neutrino there. Just catching him, probably trying to go for that 50 bubble. So it's a nice little trap there from Neutrino to catch him there.
Let's talk a little bit about Absol and who he is. He's been one of the most prolific Diabotical players. Team games, his history is well known and very, very long. He's a player that loves an item, is the only thing. We say this every time we watch him. It's like, he's resource intensive. He needs a lot of setup in order to really get the most out of him. If you can get him those items, he plays with them beautifully. But I feel like the more the chaotic the rounds are going to get, the worse off he, and as a result, 3k are going to be. Because in the 1v1s, unsurprisingly, the dual-centric team of nibufi is really going to come out and play. And in this round, yeah, Absol hasn't had a whole lot of luck already. 1 life remaining.
Yeah, you get the feeling that maybe nibufi's best chance, or one of their sort of strengths, is to maybe make the match quite messy, and kind of offset the way Abzo in particular likes to play. Like I say, I would usually, if I had to just make a random guess without looking at the stats, I would have assumed that Abzo would have been life lead for this team, but Kryzer seems to be the choice for them. So I wonder if that's maybe taken away a little bit from Abzo's playstyle. He's quite a slow, kind of methodical type player. He likes to sort of rail from distance and collects a lot of stacks. So it'd be interesting to see if they adapt that or if it works for them the way it is now.
The way I think about Abso is almost like, I don't know, he's just like a tank. He walks around, he shoots what's in front of him, he picks up items along the way. Like, he's not super defensive, but he's also not very aggressive. Like, he's this quite middle ground. It is going to be another round going the way of nibufi.
That power listening just powered them all up. They've taken 3 straight rounds.
And we learned so much from it as well. It really was brilliant for everyone.
So this is where maybe like a mid-game call of changing the life lead might happen, but it doesn't look like it as Kryzer does grab red armor. Well, he's just about won a fight against Neutrino there. Very low now.
Buckster. Yeah. He's going to hit that one every day of the week.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, they're getting second red claimed by nibufi, and it's same move again, the exact same. Bucks are moving through this sort of lower shotgun area to try and contest Mega, and this time he actually gets it. I mean, they're so well set up for this power up now.
Yep.
Until you walk into a direct rocket from quite far away from Abzo. Wow.
Hey, everyone's got a plan until they eat a rocket in the face.
Yeah.
It's true of boxing, it's true of arena FPS. Krizza with a big stack now up against the Siphonator of Buckster. He's gonna try an aggressive upon him. He's getting decent damage, but it's not quite enough. And now Krizza left alone up against 2 gets dropped.
Safe choice with the machine gun there. I would have carried on trying to rail. and probably missed all of them knowing he's only 2 HP.
Jaha, for these final few moments potentially of the map, let's listen in with 3K.
One more with red. Life was LG.
5 red LG. He's weak. Nice.
Got him.
He's gonna be a rocket somewhere.
I'll take the blue, Lumi.
Take blue, yeah.
He's at rocket at banana.
Blue, Mega's up, Krizza. Mega up.
Coming.
Come.
Two eyes. Don't push. He's at red live.
He's at library.
Pushing library.
Still mid,
Window. He's going stairs. Two at red.
Neutrino low.
He's at blue.
They took
Books.
red.
Mega now. Where is he?
Is it ice? They took Mega probably.
He's at
ice.
Play for red, guys. Play for red.
Yeah.
took Mega.
Someone go LG.
Come.
They're already
back.
here.
He's on red now. Fuck!
Incoming Siphonator.
Why are we playing so disorganized? Like, we just need to stay on red. Play it slowly.
Despondent. 3K after that loss to nibufi. And, I think there's got to be a little bit of ego attached to being these incredibly skilled and experienced team players losing to duelers. That's gotta hurt, even if it was their pick.
Man, it didn't feel like we were meant to be in there. I felt a bit awkward. Man, that was a tough loss. Obviously, they were up 2 rounds early on. They actually kind of looked cruising in those rounds. They were ever so quick, but it seemed like the longer the game drags on, the organization, as they mentioned, kind of suffered, right? And the play was called to play for red, and Kreiser looked a little bit panicked. He kind of double backed and got the blue at Books, and that seemed to give the opportunity for nibufi to just collapse in on red. And then before he knew it, he was surrounded by 2 ghosts and Books, and they took him out. It was, yeah, an unlucky ending there.
Well, we're going to see if they can show us something different on Marina in
Marina.
MacGuffin. Yeah, so Absol's played a bit of Marina in his time, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He's going to feel right at home here. I think nibufi... MacGuffin on paper, at least in my opinion, is where duelers should suffer the most. I feel like there is the least in terms of transferable skills, right? Because conserving your life really isn't that important in MacGuffin. Your movement is incredibly important. And your ability to use all the weapons, I guess also, I mean, that is something that carries over from duel, but it's such a fast mode, it's such a dynamic mode. I quite like the chances of 3K here.
Yeah, I think you can fall into the trap of not collecting enough items, which may actually favour a more duel-centric player to always think about collecting items. But listen, Abzo in particular has played a hell of a lot of MacGuffin, and these 2 maps have been around for so long now that I wonder if we'll see any sort of meta shifts over the course of the event. Great play here. Wow.
MacGuffin now.
Yeah, and they deliberately gave Bucks to that red. and he's just tanking his way back to base with the MacGuffin.
Defend your base.
Really powerful
It's
play.
got to be
That.
said, the combat skills, the raw aim on the side of nibufi, quite formidable. I mean, I think that they should punch well above their weight in that sense. Whereas Luminous in particular, I think his combat skills can be a bit lacking. Frizzer wasn't doing a whole lot of damage last round. So yeah, we'll have to see. I think that this is interesting because the team's strengths are so polar opposite to each other.
I tell you what,
Defense
3K have
with
got... Yeah, they have got the ideal situation. As the power-up was coming up, they managed to cap the point of nibufi's, cap it back to their base and grab power-up, and now Kryzer is grabbing Mega Health. Like, you can't get much better than this, and they're trying to just take map control now, which is great to see.
Enemy MacGuffin.
nibufi just trying to crowdfund their way onto the point. I mean, it's worked so far, but they are sort of trapped in here. Wow.
And everyone's dead. Firebot will collect the MacGuffin, taken down just as quickly. Luminous is there, the throwback as well. Hits the awning though. Not always what you want to see. Neutrino left alone here, trying to make something happen. 1v2. The rockets are off the mark though, and the cap continues for 3K.
Yeah, obviously the caps obviously increasing their score, but it does give nibufi a chance to maybe grab some items before going in. We've seen Neutrino grab Mega there, and it shows, had he not grabbed Mega, he would be dead right now because he just took a 100 damage rocket. So this is actually giving him a chance to run it down low and see if he can get a cap kind of against the play.
See, coming in from the high ground now will be the cap. You can see Firebot there, already defensively positioned, but Absol knocks him down, and it's Firebot fresh off the spawn that actually is the one that's first going to make a go at a defense here. Honestly, surprisingly good blaster damage from this range, but Frizzer will be on his way out via Mega. Going to collect it first as well. And ooh,
Yeah.
going for power up, or are they going for the cap? They are. Ooh, he's got a difficult decision here.
Yeah, I think
Enemy
the
Vindicator.
cap is the right thing because at least you're getting something if they didn't feel like they're in position for power up. But it was great. I just want to go back to the play with the blaster from Buxer because it might not have looked like much, but what he was doing there was just gathering information about where they're running the MacGuffin, and the bonus, so the damage with the blaster across the map was just bonus, you know. That was a really good play from Buxer just to flank round to the shotgun spawn and get that intel for his team.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you say the cap was the best option there, and you know it might well be, but Buxter with that power up walked in, waltzed out like he owned the place. And now is on red as well, looking very dangerous indeed. Now, Vindicator's already gone. We're not going to see that all-powerful Vindicator defense, but setting up in Hollow, setting up at the high ground. This, for my money, is one of the hardest defensive setups in the MacGuffin pool to break.
Yeah, and Buxer obviously is rocking near 100 armor, so he was able to take a bit more damage before going down there. So yeah, this is really powerful actually. There's so many pincers available in this game type. And the line of sights are just make it super easy to get damage off before they even get to your base.
I just want to take a moment to press tab and have a look at Buxter at 2.5k. As he does duel up against Frizzer and comes out on top. Luminous now is going to be able to knock him down, and Neutrino left defending all alone, hiding around the box desperately. Does buy a little bit of time though. This is yeah, it was a good bit of time wasting there for sure.
Oh, and a great defense there, just letting them walk straight into the blaster. Again, Buxer loves that blaster from the hollow area. Great.
Enemy MacGuffin. Team MacGuffin.
So next power up. So are we going to see potentially? I mean, 3K are so far
It's a
behind.
repeat.
They're going to just try and they're just going to try and desperation cap. The Boofy are so close to winning. If they can just push in and cap this is probably a game.
It's interesting though because Firebot isn't that stacked. Going to get hit by a pincer, 6 HP now. This is not a powerful Vindicator, and he's a little bit scared to give it up. It's going to go the way of Neutrino after Firebot self-terminates, but Neutrino now needs to do something with it. Red armor was there, helps him out in a big way. Ah, this is
Great
so
throw.
scrappy right now in the midfield.
Yeah.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Yeah, it was a really nice throw from 3K there, but Fireball just has seen enough.
Defend your base.
Yeah, so I mean 3K have no option now but to just try and cap by any means possible, and they do manage to do that. Abzo is really creative with his MacGuffin runs, so he's already doubling back to the high ground, and he may triple back towards Mega, so yeah, exactly on point. He's very smart with his movements. You'll never see him just dart to the point unless there's good reason to, so... Oh,
5D chess, Jake. 5D chess. But you
might
know
not
who's
play
really good at
himself.
5D chess? Jewelers. The big brains of Arena FPS.
Overtime.
well, let's distance myself from that. I think all modes have same merit. Apart from defrag, maybe. But yeah.
Well, excuse me?
I know who I'm annoying there, and let me have it, alright? I know exactly who I'm targeting with that.
1-0 up, go nibufi. And they won Extinction as well. They're one round away from, I
Yeah.
don't think an upset, but certainly, you know, something that people would have said should be quite hotly contested.
I don't want to overstep my grade here, lads, but I'm thinking of listening with 3K since they're one round away from potentially going as a lose bracket.
Let's do it.
What do we think?
One pump shotgun.
I think we should.
1 LG. That.
MacGuffin spawned.
That's right.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Gone
Pass.
under.
Go. I got it. I'm going Mega.
Yeah.
I go first.
Incoming indicator.
Indy, they're raiding from red.
Oh my god.
They got red.
Quad is weak on raid.
It's gonna get red, maybe. I took red away. He's coming at shotgun. Shotgun.
He's
Shouldn't
weak.
be safe.
Got him, park. He's coming from shotgun,
He's still on shotgun.
It's just real shotgun.
Red.
I'm getting mega. 0 mega.
It's through. It's going bubbles.
It's bubbles, yeah.
1 middle.
Defend your base.
Getting red. Next 0. No, you. Oh. I'm ready.
2.
One
Too
is
weak,
raiding from
too
plasma.
weak. Neutrino weak.
I can
Red
throw.
0.
Enemy
0.
MacGuffin.
This red back. Don't throw.
MacGuffin.
There you go. Take it.
1 mega. 0 red.
Yeah,
0 red. Red is up.
coming red. Fast captain.
So I got red. Next red is like 30.
One from LG.
Yes, I'm going red. Red is 30.
It's on red. Just you drop down to rail.
It's on red. It's up on red.
Yes, I got it. Next red is 55.
Defend your base.
Bucks
We're
are
going one
weak.
by one. Don't go one
Bucks
by
are
one.
weak.
I'm ready.
55 is red.
Diabot low in base.
If we dive in to go windy now.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Got red. Sweat is
Windy,
20.
windy. Try to stay alive.
On at red.
I died with quad.
Captain. Where is
Red.
it?
Quad rail. Coming shotgun.
It's still on
Up
red.
red, up point.
He's on red. Quad is on red. He's coming shotgun now.
Point, guys.
Still
Point.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Super weak shotgun. Both shotgun.
It's on red. Still on red.
It's still on red. Weak. One more there.
Still there. Red spawning.
They got red.
going bubbles.
Bubbles. One is at plasma rail. Neutrino dead.
Trino dead.
I'm getting red. I got it.
I died.
They're all three there.
38 next red. Got one.
I'm ready.
Red 2.
Pushing in.
Neutrino dead. 2 dead.
Enemy
One from Mega.
I'm going rail. I'm going stairs.
One on red. Weak.
Firebot weak.
Capping.
They're coming from top. Let's go base now. Quickly.
defend your base.
Got one. One Baxter weak. Is it pulling?
Enemy MacGuffin.
Just where
Keep
top.
room mid top.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Getting it.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Go power up.
2 from middle.
Oh god.
Enemy
Capping from stairs.
I died.
It's weak.
I got
Going
red.
TP. Going
Red
TP.
is
It's gonna come from LG.
37 is red.
I need the shotgun.
I railed him.
Neutrino railed.
Baxter at blue. Railed. Coming point.
Falco died.
He's on point. Weak.
One shotgun.
MacGuffin.
They're gonna go red.
Yeah, all 3 on red. All 3 red. You're gonna take red now?
Nice.
Got it.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Come base. Come base.
Yeah.
Defend your base.
One from LG. 2 LG.
Holding top. Someone has to hold shotgun.
Holding shotgun.
One more top. Rail twice.
top,
Top.
top, top.
Baxter weak. Baxter weak.
He railed him.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Red.
Enemy MacGuffin.
No, back
Maybe
in
not.
base.
Took red.
Mega.
Lower mega. Under mega.
Two at red.
See him.
He's at balcony. Balcony going mega. Fish.
Got him.
Good. All of them.
Still in base. Nice.
Enemy MacGuffin.
0-2 is
All
Mega.
dead. Throw.
One more.
Got it. Going bubbles. Going back to Mega. Going Mega. Below Mega.
They're all at red. All at red.
I'm below Mega.
No. One top.
One in base.
Come lift. Come lift.
Incoming
Okay.
indicator.
Okay, you can come. You can come now.
Yeah.
One more shotgun.
Your base.
Got him.
Hold middle.
One from top.
Middle.
Nice.
And they keep their winner bracket dream alive. 3K by the skin of their teeth.
Oh man, you felt the stress at one point in that, but I think my highlight was definitely Abzo saying fish. I don't know why that cracked me up, but yeah,
I
I'm glad
liked
they were
when he
able
had
to
the
pull it out.
MacGuffin. I liked when he had the MacGuffin and power-up's coming up and he just went, oh god!
Very
That was
Partridge-esque. Yeah.
Mein
Well-
Gott, muss das sein?
2.
That's what he should have said. I'd love that.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Kryzer is a
Kryzer.
Superman.
MacGuffin dropped. Enemy MacGuffin.
Wow.
I mean, sort of. Superman wouldn't die
Well,
to a
he-
shotgun.
Nah. But he did a good job of staying alive. And a crossbow from the heavens there.
Team MacGuffin. Incoming Vindicator.
Maybe if you're going to start
Right.
well in this round.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're not too interested in properly contesting for power up. They're just trying to do some damage. But Abzo's fairly healthy, and he's got his favourite gun, the pincer, and looks like he's going to sort of anchor this position to see if he can catch a throw, I would imagine. Wow.
And he's walking in. He's doing Abso things.
Yeah.
Team
That's what. He walks in when everyone's gone. That's his thing. Great angle there from the pincer though from that nibufi player. I didn't quite catch who that was, but never mind.
That was
They're
Neutrino,
dead.
I think. Yeah. They are dead.
Oh, double blast, triple blaster.
Triple blaster. Neutrino's
That would
my new
make your
favorite
frag
player.
movie. Yeah, that would make your frag movie, wouldn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it would. Almost any frag made by one of these players would be in my frag movie. Because, Jay, what you seem to forget is that I am dog shit. Neutrino! Now, with the pincer over by red. A little bit of a squabble here, not running after the objective at the moment. Neutrino just pumping out damage.
Yeah, I mean, the red side gives you such good angles on all these sort of travelling players through the map, but some nice shots there. And switching to his favourite weapon, the blaster, but not quite able to take Abso down.
Let's take down Krizza. Now Buckster making his way up through Mega. It is about to spawn. Yeah, he will stop to collect. And now he has his minions going out, clearing the path. And this is looking like a very strong cap to me. So much stack on Buckster. They've got time to take up the positions. Krizza not quite as good with that blaster as we've seen the nibufi players. I mean, even at this range, Jesus Christ, Buckster.
Oh, it's a sniper. Yeah, I think
Jesus.
obviously 3K's main hope for an attack was to grab power up there, but they weren't able to do it. And wow, I mean, nibufi looking great, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit surprised that they're looking this good.
Vindi defense, this is such a strong position. I honestly really want to hear the Russian celebration when they win. So if we can listen in Jahar with nibufi, I'd be ever so grateful.
Двое еще.
Overtime. Enemy
Дом чекаю.
Бил. Поставил.
Хорош. В
Дом
доме, в
закрыл.
доме, в доме.
Хорош.
Overtime.
Хорош. Молодцы.
Красавцы.
Молодцы. Да, держись.
Да, только вы, блядь, эти уроды на пауэрап не пришли.
You just couldn't
Да.
script it better. A trio of Harushes